All right, so we're hanging out at the shop. I got plenty of race cars to work on, but I wanted to show y'all my 72 C10. I didn't build it. A guy in Amarillo built it. I don't know who it was. Somebody needed some money, and my buddy TJ Gatlin bought it for his father-in-law. I think he owned it for a day, decided he didn't like a carburetor, and so I bought it. So it's a cool truck. It's been completely restored. It's got a brand new 383 stroker motor in it. I don't necessarily like the mud tires, and the wheels remind me of like the Iron Cross stuff back in like the 80s. I really like the truck, but the wheels and tires got to go. So my opinion, it needs some 17-inch skinnies on the front and some bead locks and fatties on the back, even though it probably makes 300 horsepower, but it'll look cool. This thing's got lots of chrome. I'm not a chrome fan, but like I said, I didn't build the truck, but I bought it for a good deal, and it's probably worth twice what I paid for it, and I kind of like it. It's a cool truck. It's not a highway truck. I drove this damn thing down the highway, and it goes it's like 60, and it's fucking wound out. So you're definitely not going to drive this thing out of town. It's definitely going to, you're going to drive to the grocery store and cruise around town. I've been working on race cars. Obviously, if you can tell, I got some hair. So I had my shoulder, my rotator cuff, labrum, all that stuff fixed, and I couldn't reach my head. I shaved my head every 2 days for the last 25 years. So anybody on TV, anybody that knows me, even my kids have never seen me with hair. It was jet black when I shaved it. And so I decided that one day I woke up, I'm like, I think I look really cool, bald and a goatee. So I grew a goatee, shaved my head, and I've shaved it ever since until I had rotator cuff surgery. Some people like it, some people don't. I think it's a pain in the ass because it's super easy to just shave it every other day, get up, race, put helmets on, don't worry about it, your hair's never messed up. This shit goes everywhere. I gotta put gel in it every day, and then somebody touches it and goes, you got gel in your hair? Then it's fucking messed up, or the wind blows, and this shit's just everywhere. I would never make it as a woman other than I would shave my head. Anyway, lost a little bit of weight. I've lost like 35 pounds. I need to lose another 30 before we start racing, but that's only a month away. So my goal was, I was 255 when I had surgery. Right now I'm 209. My goal was to get to 185 by the first race in Ohio. Not to make my car any faster, not to do anything other than just get in shape. I mean, look, I'm 53 years old. You know, I promise you, at 50 years old, it is hard to lose weight. It ain't as easy. I remember I could lose 20 pounds in a weekend when I was young, but man. So it's been a long winter. It's been a struggle doing my rotator cuff surgery and doing. I'm still going to what do you call it? Physical therapy. Still going to physical therapy, 3 days a week, and trying to get this thing 100% before we go racing. It's already way better than it was all last year. So I got a little bit of hair. I don't know if I'll have it in Ohio. I feel like the women should chime up on here. Guys don't give a shit. Guys wear hats. Guys shave their head. Guys like, man, you look stupid with hair, or you look cool with hair. Either way, guys just they just have a fucking raw opinion. But the women, like my mom's like, oh my God, please. She's begging me not to shave it back off. She goes, I love your hair. So I think the women should chime in and say, do I shave it before Ohio, or do I leave it on here? And I'm just gonna take fucking 3 tubs of gel with me to Ohio. Every time I take off my helmet, my hair is gonna be going everywhere. So maybe instead of talking with my arms, I could talk with my hair. So anyway, I wanted to show you all this truck. It's cool as hell. There's only a couple little things I don't like about it. This seat, I like to sit way back. So this seat's like all puffy, and so I'm too close. I feel like I got in a wreck. This Iron Cross steering wheel would be embedded in my chest. So I'm gonna put some bucket seats in it. I talked to McKee about it, and he said we can put some bucket seats in it with a console and cut them way back so I can sit back another 6 or 8 inches. It'd just be more comfortable to drive. But it's a super, super cool truck, 100% restored, and I stumbled across it, So it's cool. I always wanted one. So now I have one, and the color is like really cool. I haven't seen another truck this color. And hopefully I'll sell a few more of them t-shirts at the races, and y'all can help me buy we'll put some fats and skinny on this thing, and I'll do another video and show you what it looks like. Because right now, man, I'm not digging the tires. They look like my grandpa should be driving it, and those iron cross wheels, I don't know. But I'll probably put them on eBay, and somebody will buy them for a bunch of damn money. I'll tell them they're Murder Novas or something. I ain't been working on it. All I did was take it to Chris Alexander, let him detail it, ceramic coat it, and he made it look awesome inside out, underneath. You could eat off the exhaust underneath this thing after Chris gets done with it. So I might tint the windows. I'm kind of a window tint guy, so it might need some 35% just to give it a different look once I put some black wheels or something on it. Yeah, so we got a month until No Prep King starts. I'm in there thrashing on the Second Amendment. We made some changes. I have to go test this thing for the next 3 weeks, so I got about another week before I'm going to start testing every couple of days. This thing has to run the numbers. I haven't done what I should have done the last couple of years. I got to blame it on myself. I've been lazy. The car was not even fast for 2 seasons until the end of last year. We went to Alabama, car was fast. Fortunately, the bump box button fell off the fucking shifter, and I couldn't give Daddy Dave a race. I didn't say I'd beat him, but I'd have gave him a fucking hell of a race. I felt like that was the fastest the car's been, and you know, you can't leave the life, you can't bump in, you know. Anyway, so we gave that one up, and then so that sucked. And then Ennis, it was fucking stupid fast, and my neighbors, they don't know it's me, other than the truck says Chuck Seitsinger Racing on it. So anyway, and I feel like I've just been lazy the last couple of years. I can't blame it on anybody but myself. But I think I have a pretty good crew. Josh that helped me on the street, Josh Gill, not a street racer, but he is a track racer. And so I think he's gonna help me. Him and his mechanic are gonna come to No Prep Kings. They're gonna come to all of them. I'm gonna let Josh run the keyboard, and it's up to him. He can make this thing as fast, not this, make the Second Amendment as fast as it can. I'm gonna try to get everything done after I test. I've been talking to Gator Wraps. We have a wrap. I'd like to get it wrapped before we go to Ohio. And I really don't give a shit. I know everybody's bitching about the teams. That doesn't matter. It's still one person's gonna win every race, or is gonna beat this guy or beat that guy. And I don't give a shit about the other 31 people out there, to be honest with you. I've been a Ryan Martin nut swinger for I don't know how many years. And I love Ryan to death. I love Sean to death. I love Dave to death. But you know what? This year I'm worried about Chuck. I don't give a shit. You know, I love Lizzie too, but you know what? I'm going there to win races and kind of make up some ground. I did really good the first 3 seasons, and then season 4 and 5, I just be honest with you, I sucked. Like I couldn't fall out of a tree and hit the ground. Like I just sucked. So test the car, whatever I got to do to make it fast. Obviously, it's still gonna have turbos on it. I think the turbos are, in my opinion, don't have any love, and they're, in my opinion, they're still too heavy. The car's too heavy. Unless you have a cast. If you have a cast motor like Lutz had or like Reaper has, their cars are light. I mean, but they got a cast big block, but they can be like 300 pounds lighter than I am because I got a fucking Proline billet motor, which is fucking horseshit. They both can make the same power. The billet motor's a little bit more durable. It should have 75 pounds, 50, 75, 100 pounds. Not fucking 300, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck what the rules are. I'm going to race, and I'm just worrying about Chuck. I don't give a fuck who lines up next to me. I'm just going to worry about me, and I'm going to give you the best I can in 2023, and I'm going to keep buying cool shit like this. But yeah, let's go for a ride. Old truck runs good, but 55, 60 is about all she's got. That's high gear right there, about 55 mile an hour, 30, 32, 3,300 RPMs. That's about all it's got, man. It's not a race truck, not a highway truck, but I just call it a little grocery getter. It's an in-town truck. If this thing, man. This truck, if you were going to drive down the highway, you'd have to put a gear bender in it. You'd have to put something in it, or put a 4L60, 4L80, put something with overdrive in it, because like I said, man, 50, 55, 60. This thing runs, you know, like right now, it purrs like a kitten at 50 mile an hour. Speed limit's only 55 here in between Union City and Mustang anyway, but man, it's just not, it's not your 80, 90 mile an hour vehicle. Any nuts and bolts or anything in Mustang, there's the only place to go. All Seasons Hardware. They got the best of everything. You can ask Bales, ask any hot rod guy. That's where you want to shop at. Good people. So we'll cruise through up here, up the Mustang, get some fuel up here to OnCue. These seem to have some pretty good fuel. And maybe by then the AC will get cool enough. And by then we can park it at the shop in the hot sun. There's the old 405. That guy's got a ton of stuff for sale. Rusty Root. He's got just about anything you want. You can get it, buy an Excursion. You can buy a Fall Guys truck. He's got a bunch of 69 Camaros and man, just about any classic car you want. They've got it there at 405 classic cars. They've got, man, I've seen Roadrunners in there, Dodge Darts. Like they've got just about any high dollar car you want. They pretty much have it. So the only thing that I've done is put the rearview mirror on twice. It won't stay. Other than that, I let Chris Alexander detail the truck. Other than that, I ain't done nothing to this truck other than put fuel in it and drive it. So we did. I had McKee's put a spray and bed liner in it, and the lowering blocks in the back were like some oil-filled pipe. I don't know if they just ran out of money or what, but we put the correct lowering blocks in the back, and like I said, I think the truck has the right stance. It just needs the right wheels and tires. So. I get all my E85 for my race car stuff out of it, you know, here. So I feel like it's a decent place, but they got straight gas and stuff. You can buy 10% shit, or you can buy the good stuff, and they seem to have some pretty good fuel here. So, all right, one thing I noticed is that at my house I got all these damn birds. I don't know what the hell to do with them. This time of year, birds, and they're shitting all over everything I own, and shitting all over my vehicles and stuff. So anyway, I noticed this truck was parked outside for about 5 minutes, and bird shit on the bedside and stuff. Well, let me tell you something about Chris Alexander. So this bird just took a pterodactyl shit on the side of my truck, and I was like, man, and I forgot to grab a rag and wipe it off and stuff. Well, I can tell you that by the time I drove 6-7 miles in here to Mustang to get fuel, the ceramic coating on this thing is so slick that the bird shit is not there. I don't know if he's got anti-bird shit, in his ceramic coating, but one thing about it, performance detailing, thanks Chris for hooking me up and putting the extra bird shit protection on these Oklahoma rigs. So anyway, all right, enough about bird shit. I can't stand those damn birds. They're shitting. They shit all over my toter, all over my Peterbilt. Like they just, man, it's just that time of year, and I can't get rid of them. I've stuck a couple owls out there, scare them off. I guess they throw some snakes up the gutter. I don't know. But anyway, they just making nests everywhere. They're just, they're a fucking nuisance is what they are. So I got to do some work to the Second Amendment. That thing is I've been waiting on it to get wired and stuff, and obviously, nobody really gives a shit about your car except for you. So I've realized that if I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done, and you pay people to do stuff, but really and truly, yeah, they don't really give a shit. So anyway, I gotta get back there. I gotta finish some wiring on it, and get the motor and stuff put back in it, and I'm gonna try to go test next week and bring y'all some updates how this thing's progressing, and I'm going to test it until we have to show up in Ohio and figure out who picks me for their team. You know, I finished, I think there's like 8 captains, I guess, and so, you know, you figure, I don't know if I'll go in the second round. I figure I'll go in the third round. Let's just put it like this, like an NBA draft. Like last year, man, I finished like 14th, 15th in the points. Year before that, finished about 17th, 18th, didn't do real good. Other than that, I finished in the top 3, you know, the first couple years, but I just haven't done good with this car. So, you know, with 8 captains and they all get their first pick, you know, that's like 16 people. So really and truly, I don't know that, I don't feel like I was fast enough the last couple years to prove myself, you know, to go in the, what I call the first round, you know what I mean? So probably going to go in like the second round, probably going to go, you know, between 16 and 24. But, you know, whoever's team I'm on, like I said, I'm not going to do shitty because I'm on somebody's team I don't like or whatever. It is what it is. I'm there to win races, and no matter if our team wins or not, it's up to me. If I can win races, you know, that's 40, 50 grand each week. I can go out and make money. That money I don't split with nobody. That money, I go out and I win that race and I make 50 grand. Well, that money goes home to me and my kids. So I'm gonna do what I can do this year to kick ass and win. And it doesn't really make 2 shits. That mirror over there sucks. It doesn't really make 2 shits whose team I'm on. You gotta go about 30. So some people still like driving, you know, they thought it was Sunday. Nobody woke her up and told her it was Monday and that you could drive 45 the speed limit. So she's still driving 25, but somebody will honk at her, wake her up. I do got a horn. Wake up, yo grandma looking. No, never mind, I shouldn't say that. I love grandmas, but anyway, here. Pull your thumb out your ass. She's still way back there doing, you know, about 25 in the fast lane. And I just realized I got a horn. Had no idea. Probably honk at somebody later. So, anyway, I'm gonna head back to the shop, put this thing up, and get to work on the Second Amendment. But probably the next car I'll show y'all is I got an '89 Turbo Trans Am. It's a badass car. I've got it over at Chris Alexander's being detailed right now. So we'll probably go for a cruise in that thing. You know, it's pretty cool. It's single turbo. Just if any of y'all don't know about the '89 Turbo Trans Am, it was just basically it's an '87 Grand National. Yeah, '87. You know, Grand National. The '87 Grand National was a fast production car in '87. In '89, it was the Turbo Trans Am. So 6-cylinder. I think the only difference was the Grand National guys will correct me, but I think the only difference between '87, the Grand National, like they were like batch fire, and then the '89 Turbo Trans Am was like, you know, had individual, like it wasn't batch fire, it was multi-port or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, regardless, it's a cool ass car. They only made like 1,550 of them. Murder Noah has one. I've got one. So I know of about 3 or 4 that are here in Oklahoma. Dick Walker has one. Richard Burns probably has the cleanest one I've seen. I tried to buy it. He don't want to sell it. I don't blame him. I don't want to sell mine either. So his buddy J-Rod's the one that found this one out on the East Coast for me. And so yeah, I know of about 4 that are in the state of Oklahoma, and they're cool cars, man. Mine was sold new in Toledo, Ohio. And so anyway, I'll bring that to you next. And until then, I'm gonna cruise this old red sled back to the shop about 50, 55 mile an hour, because that's as fast we're gonna go. Once we get in the Trans Am, we can cruise, you know, we get on the highway or cruise the back roads, but this thing is beer drinking speed only. So you're not gonna get any speeding tickets in this deal unless you're in a school zone. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to bring you some more of my cars before we go out on tour on No Brake Kings. And see if I can bring in 1 or 2 of my cars every week, and we'll go from there. So anyway, peace out. Thanks for watching, and I don't have a name for this thing, but right now she just called the red sled. Whatever y'all think, and let me know. You females, let me know what you think about the hair. So I'm either gonna think I'm gonna grow it, but we may have to cut it off if none of y'all like it. So anyway, we're back at the shop, so see if we gotta get some work done.